Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. One of my personal favorites is Stephen King's It, which they're making into a movie. Again.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. I'm Ben. I'm here with some guy and another guy.
Isn't that an older version of our intro?
It is.
You're playing old shit, Ben.
TJ has changed his name to Cena.
You're playing old shit.
Please refer to TJ now as Cena.
You can't see me!
Actually, they can see you.
Yeah, they can.
Not after I knock their asses the fuck out. With my Cena-like ferocity.
And your inability to act.
Or sell an injury or anything.
You can just like lay on the ground with your eyes open like, is my cue yet? It's really weird because like, they'll have to, like when he wrestles, they have to like switch camera angles really quickly.
Right.
Because like you'll see him like,
Yeah, he was laying on the ground. He's supposed to be knocked out, but his eyes are wide open.
and he's like,
Yeah, and he's obviously just sitting there waiting, like,
Is it my turn to win yet? Is this the part where I win? So yeah, before we get into anything else,
my opponent just did his finisher on me 3 times, so I guess it's time for me to win.
yeah, it's what's the point in even calling it a finisher anymore?
No, well, nothing finishes Cena.
Not even Nikki Bella.
yeah,
only
Ben can do that.
Oh.
No, it was not a wah-wah.
It was.
No, it wasn't. Sorry.
No.
That's your opinion, but I think the audience knows that. Nice try, Ben. TJ, did you notice Ben get like if we say anything to Ben, Ben's like, "Oh, you didn't get me. Oh, you didn't get me."
You didn't get me.
Oh, we've gotten you before.
You didn't
though.
get me.
We did.
You didn't get me.
We did.
You didn't get me.
Dude, we've gotten you plenty of
didn't get me.
times.
You've
You try to get
gotten.
everyone else. Oh, I'm gonna play the Scotty thing.
You
It's
didn't
like,
get me.
Yeah, we got you
You
plenty of
didn't get
times.
me.
Gotten
Ben.
in the butt.
Plenty of times. You can say what you didn't get me a million times. I'm just gonna say it every time. Fuck it.
For more,
We'll have to end a stalemate on
for
that
more squabbling like this, visit the Drunken Peasants Patreon. Patreon.com/DP.
DPTJ every night.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to get DP'd?
And we actually have a video up there now that people can see.
Yeah, you guys can go watch the video. And Scotty, you were talking about some more beneficial shit a moment ago.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
don't you spout that bullshit?
Fuck you, TJ, you son of a bitch. No, I just wanted to point out to everyone that we're going to be doing patron-only shows starting next month. So one show a month is going to be for patrons only. So if you want to see that without the sea of, idiot trolls, fucking up the chat, that's your opportunity.
Yeah, private shows for those who give us the dough.
Yeah?
Is that a $5 pledge or more?
I think it's either $3 or $5, but they can go check it out.
Some shit. It's
yeah,
on the
check
fucking
out the
site.
perks. There's a variety of perks out there for fans and supporters of the show based on how much they donate each month.
Yeah, and if you donate $2,000 a month, you get a lifetime supply of drugs.
That's not true.
Unlimited drugs.
From somebody else.
Yeah, it must be for somebody else because we're not promising that.
Percocets, Vicodin, Valium, cocaine.
The views of TJ do not represent the Drunken
Crack.
Peasants podcast. He is insane.
Get
Thank
some
you.
crocodile, meth, PCP, all of it.
Is that like that Queens of the Stone Age song? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like marijuana, Vicodin, LSD, cocaine, alcohol, something.
This
I
is-
probably fucked the order up, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but that song.
Yeah. I don't actually know the name of the song. I just know they say a lot of names of drugs in the song.
which makes it the best song ever.
You know, one thing that helps out the
were
show
good live,
a
what's that?
lot is the fact that so many people hate TJ. It gives me like an unlimited amount of hate videos against TJ to play on the show.
That's sweet.
I know.
We should actually try to find a video in support of TJ. It's gonna be kind of hard.
There's
though.
a few.
There's a few.
Those
Every
are
once in
harder
a
to
while,
find.
someone gets brainwashed enough to believe TJ's a good person.
Yeah. So this video
Lunatics.
this video is entitled "The Amazing Atheist Rapist."
Oh
Sweet.
shit!
That's one I've never heard before. You know, I've heard the unamazing atheist,
Yeah.
the amazing faggot, whatever they call you.
I like raping things.
Yeah.
Rape is cool.
And I have to question
I raped Ben once.
once.
Only once.
Only once though.
But then we started having consensual sex
Actually,
after
it was
that.
retroactive rape. I was cool with it until after it happened. Then I was like, well, maybe I actually
Yeah,
didn't want to.
A few weeks later, Ben was sitting in a cafe sipping on a cappuccino. Wait a minute.
And as feminism has taught us, that counts as
Yep.
rape.
Like
so
It is.
I decided it's not consensual anymore.
I will retroactively withdraw
Well,
my consent.
Yeah.
Hey guys, actually, just before I got on the show today, I read an article by a feminist saying that women should never have to go to prison.
That makes perfect sense. I think
And,
you're right.
she had her arguments all lined up. Like, I don't. She said the prison system disproportionately is negative for women.
What?
Yeah.
which is obvious bullshit. But
Well, she said even though less women are in prison, the prison system itself is worse for them. So that women shouldn't
I
have
don't
to
think
go to
that's
prison.
true at all.
Women should not have to go to prison, guys. Only men should have to go to prison.
Because of a disproportion?
Patriarchy.
Hey,
Woo!
it's don't you see that they're fighting for equality? Isn't that just evident?
Yes, completely. We'll see
So-
this. Okay, yeah.
So by that same logic,
TJ.
should black people not have to go to prison too because they're disproportionate?
Only white men should have to go to prison.
Ah, I see.
Let's play this video of this guy insulting TJ or
Yeah.
girl.
And I have to question the camera shot that he takes throughout this video.
Okay.
Question it how.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's going to be a real quick video. It's going to
Okay.
be really random. I wanted to talk about
So
some
he's gonna
things that are
shoot
going to
me.
sound pretty unusual. But lately I've been watching a channel called The Amazing Atheist. And for the record, I don't like this channel. I just watch his videos because every now and then they're interesting topics. But one of his latest videos, he was talking about rape roleplay. And he was talking about how it's a totally natural thing. No one's getting hurt. It's totally fine. It's acceptable. And it's just a beautiful, natural thing.
Okay.
Okay. Anything you want to respond to yet?
No.
Okay.
And a lot of his viewers in the comment section were also supporting rape roleplay. Now, I don't know what the hell is wrong with people, but if you fantasize about raping another human, or if you fantasize about molesting a kid, you are seriously fucked up, and you have some type of mental illness, and you should be treated for it. In my opinion, you should be locked up, because...
Okay.
So all right, obviously now, it's not if it's mental illness to fantasize about doing something, then why does he have this gun right here?
Right.
Yeah. What if he's ever fantasized about shooting someone?
I mean, you know,
Anybody.
angered him.
You mean to tell me he's never fantasized about shooting somebody?
What about just punching somebody?
You mean to tell me he's never had a violent fantasy? I mean, if we're gonna say that there, I mean, if we're gonna draw the line anywhere else but between imaginary stuff and action, you know, are we? I mean, it just opens up this floodgate of like thought control where.
Yeah, this guy must be an advocate for 1984 style dystopian societies.
I like how he grouped together, rape fantasy and pedophilia.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, okay, this is that's already a ridiculous comparison, or to lump them together. These are the same thing. It's like, no, they're not.
But I mean, my attitude is like, if you're just fantasizing about something or you're just thinking about something, then that's inherently okay because that's not affecting other people. So that's the same reason why it's permissible to play a video game where, you go around shooting everybody. Like Grand Theft Auto, where let's go run over some hookers.
I have a feeling he's going to make a slippery slope argument, which
Right.
is like you think about it and then you do it. But
I
let's
believe
see.
somebody who fantasizes about either raping another human or molesting a child, it's only a matter of time before they act
there
out
you
on it.
go.
Right, so you predicted it right there.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before they act it out.
But, I mean, that's what we're talking about here. Rape role-playing is when you do act it out, but with a consensual partner who also
And
shares the
it's
same
actually not
fantasy.
rape.
And
then.
there's a safe word. There's no
Right.
safe word to stop real rape.
Yeah, it's
No,
not like
I mean-
it's not like banana, TJ, banana. Oh, then they stop raping
It's,
TJ.
it's pretty ludicrous to say that just because someone has a fantasy, that means they're at risk for doing that behavior. By that logic, everyone who plays Grand Theft Auto or that new
will
hatred
eventually
game that
go on a
comes
killing
out,
spree or steal cars.
it's like, oh, well, eventually you're going to go kill someone or steal a car or, rape a prostitute or whatever.
deliver drugs. Be a courier for drugs, whatever. Yeah.
Everyone who watches Dexter is going to become a serial killer because they just make it look so cool.
These fantasies, because let's be real, if you fantasize about something, that means you want to do it.
Not necessarily.
No.
It's called a slippery slope logical
That's not
fallacy.
true.
You should. The guy that made this video should look that up. Because he's a moron.
To say that, just because if you fantasize about something, you really want to do it. I might fantasize. I might be in a line at fucking Costco or something.
And you might fantasize about running to the front of the line.
Yeah, or I might fantasize about just hitting the guy that's taking too long in front of me over the head with a brick.
Yeah, exactly.
But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean if someone hands me a brick, it's like, oh, here's my chance. There's something in the real world called consequences, and people understand that. And there's something else called, a line of distinction where, you can have some unrestrained id part of yourself that wants to do something, but then you also have all these other components of yourself that say, oh, well, no, I have empathy, and I understand consequence.
Yeah, and you have a moral
and
code.
I understand the social contract, and I understand morality. And he's basically just saying that none of that even exists, that anyone who thinks about doing something is eventually going to do it. So that's just preposterous.
I just can't believe this is his argument. It's such a bad argument.
Now, I've heard pedophiles argue, well, if you let us look at child porn, we won't have the urge to go out there and molest kids. So, I don't...
Okay, well, they're obviously wrong.
someone has to molest a kid in order for child porn to exist.
And that argument, those people are obviously wrong.
But, I mean,
child pornography should not be allowed to
I didn't make that
be
argument,
created.
so...
No, I'm not saying you did.
I know, but I'm saying like he's responding to it as if I did.
Well, I mean, obviously he's strawmanning you, of course.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't have any real position of yours to attack, so he's just saying, okay, I'm going to make your position whatever I want, so now I can have something to attack. Because, I mean, I cannot imagine you saying on your channel, you know what, child pornography is okay because then they won't actually rape the children. It's like, no, children will still be exploited. So
Right.
TJ would be against that.
Exactly.
So it's
But,
bullshit.
if someone wants to draw that shit, like if they want to look at a fucking drawing of that happening, which that has been banned in several countries now, I don't see a problem with that because there's no actual victim. I mean, if something is just fantasy, I don't give a shit. It's when you actually cross that line into victimizing another person that there is a moral objection, in my point of view. But, I mean, yeah, actual child pornography.
I think the reason it's banned, the drawings are banned, because it probably makes people extremely uncomfortable. But
Sure.
I don't think that's a reason to ban something, but I can just understand
right, but in
perspective.
terms of actual child pornography...
Yeah, if no one's actually being hurt by it, then you're saying who's the victim is what you're saying.
Right, but if there's actual child pornography, you can point to, okay, this person
this
was
person was a
definitively
victim. Yeah.
victimized by this. So there is a real-world repercussion there. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But to say that someone merely having a rape fantasy is somehow
criminal.
going to make them a criminal and a potential rapist is just preposterous.
I don't understand why people think rape porn and having fantasies to rape and molest kids is totally...
He keeps bringing the
I
kids
know.
into it.
It's always rape.
Why are
and
you?
molest
Yeah,
kids.
dude. Why are you lumping the two together? That's
because
not,
he wants... Basically, he knows it bolsters his argument because there's like this,
It actually really doesn't bolster his argument because it makes him look like he's just trying to he's trying to talk such a broad sense. He's not really talking about a specific issue. If you wanted to say, I think this pedophilia is wrong, then make a video about how you think pedophilia is wrong. Or if you want to talk about there's two separate subjects, which there are. Is there crossover? Sure, but he can't say everyone has a rape fantasy is automatically a pedophile. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but the way
he has to prove that.
The way he's lumping them together is just dishonest.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone that has an assault rifle has fantasies about going out and committing mass murder.
Yeah. You know
There
what?
you go.
Everyone that has an assault rifle has a fantasy about killing pedophiles and rapists or potential rapists. Because hey, this guy obviously hates these people. He thinks he should be locked
See
up.
how generalizations are wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
fine and natural. It's just really fucked up and disturbing. Now, I know there are a lot of weird fetishes.
Well, that's your
with the
opinion.
age of internet
That's fine.
pornography.
You're
There are a lot
entitled
of
to your
crazy
opinion.
things out there. So I don't understand, with all the crazy things out there to choose from, why people would want to fantasize about rape or molesting kids. It's truly fucked up and evil. And I believe these people are severely mentally ill and they should be locked up. There is no excuses for it. We should not be tolerant of people who want to rape other people or molest kids. I don't care if it's just their sick fantasies. If it is their fantasies, then
If you're talking about people
proves
that
that
actually do it, then sure. But if you're talking about people who've thought about doing it, maybe there is something wrong with it. Maybe they do need mental help.
He's
But that's
saying-
not. But he's not in a position to judge every single person. And why he thinks he's the arbiter of all this, I don't understand that. I mean, he's not giving us any compelling evidence as to why we should take him seriously. He doesn't even want to appear on camera. He just wants to, this is my gun.
It's the thought crime thing too.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you have these fantasies, not only you're mentally ill, but you should be locked up. Well, usually they don't lock up mentally ill people unless they're a danger to themselves or someone else.
Yeah,
and in
or
order to
committed a
determine
crime.
that, they either have to say that that they're going to do something or actually do something.
Exactly.
You can't just put people away because they're mentally ill.
There's plenty of people in America that think people that own guns should be locked up. Should he be locked up? Because I find guns threatening. What if someone says that? I find your gun to be threatening. You could potentially use this to harm somebody or some animal, which I object to, and I think you should be locked away.
And also there's something in this country called prior restraint.
And due process.
Right, where
You know?
basically he's saying that anyone who he feels has the potential to commit a crime should be locked up. This isn't Minority Report, for fuck's sake. So this guy's an imbecile.
Yeah, let's move on.
You want to move on to the
Yeah,
next one?
Someone should rape this guy. It ain't gonna be me. He's probably ugly.
Oh, jail for you, TJ.
Oh, right, yeah. He's just mad that no one's having rape fantasies about him.
I guess so.
What exactly do you think when you look at a girl like me? And do you get a lot of people telling me that I'm not a girl and that I'm a trap, which isn't true. I can assure you, it's not true. I don't look remotely like a guy, so stop saying that, please, because it really does hurt. So, there's that.
Okay.
But anyways, I just wanted to tell you.
Pause this for a second. So what's the background on this clip, Ben?
This is just, like a rant that this girl put out. What she's about to say next
Oh, okay.
is, yeah.
That
That
was
was
kind
just,
of like, I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
How privileged black people are getting recently, and
what?
What?
then I think I'm having thoughts of being black.
It's not something you can just make happen. I guess there are ways, but
I mean, you really can't just magically change your race. That's not how it works. I mean, you're kind of classified by the people around you in society as, you're white. I mean, there's people that, are mixed with other shit that are just considered white by society, and there's other people who are mixed that are not considered white by society. Like, you're half black, half white, like Obama. Plenty of people like Obama, is actually, why doesn't he talk about being white? It's like, well, if you listen to him, he said, well, I was always classified as being black.
right. At first glance, most people probably would not assume that he's half white.
But, in her case, no one's going to say that, she is definitely going to be considered white.
Her eyes are kind of freaking me out.
I mean,
right now.
if she wants to say that I am black, I guess that's her right, but I don't know what people really the response will be.
Oh, well, according to her, black people have it really easy. And that's
Let's
why.
hear that.
Or if there's
Okay.
a way I can try and be black, or just anything really.
A
'cause,
Sharpie.
Honestly, look at
Yeah.
black people now, and they're
Sharpie.
just can get away with racist jokes. They can get away with anything pretty much except laws. But who cares about that really? Just
Okay.
Did you say laws?
Yeah, they can get away with anything but laws. But who cares about
Oh, yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah, no big deal. This
I think
argument
this
is-
girl needs to look up some statistics about black people and their poverty rates and their incarceration rates and stuff like that before she actually starts coming on here saying black people, God, it's so good.
Yeah,
I don't know where she's getting this information. I think maybe she's just watching some black sitcoms on TV.
The
and being-
Jeffersons, man, they've got it great.
Yeah.
Benson.
I think she's getting her information from that kind of source.
I mean, I think it's been getting better for black people, but I still don't think it's the same.
No, I mean, like,
Granted that, but I don't really think that she knows what she's talking about.
I don't know where the fuck she's getting her information from, but
yeah, unless she has some credible source for this information, I really have to question it. Which I don't think she does.
And she's basically just saying like black people can get away with racist jokes. Like,
you mean like when they're racist, when the racist jokes are against themselves? I mean, I
don't even know what she's talking about there. I mean, I guess that it is more acceptable for like a black comedian to go on stage and say stuff about white people than it is for a white comedian to come on stage and say something about black people.
I don't even look at that as racist, honestly.
It's comedy.
There's like the universal black comedian white person voice, like, hey, hello everybody,
hey guys,
like that. I laugh at that shit. I think it's
I'm
funny.
an upstanding citizen.
Yeah,
I laugh at it too.
Well, it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah,
right.
A lot of people just fail to see comedy for what it is. There's like, oh, this guy's being serious.
But I mean, it is true that black people tend to be more sensitive when you make jokes about them, as opposed to
that's their prerogative.
People,
I mean, if they want to feel everything is racially insensitive, maybe it is to some degree. But if it's really done in jest and for comedy and to kind of demonstrate why these things are wrong or to kind of make a social commentary, if they want to be offended by that, that's their choice. But I mean, like
shows like Family Guy, which it's pretty much all written by white people, have
probably
jokes about black people and stuff like that. So I mean, I think there's definitely contexts where white people can get away with making jokes about black people, and I've definitely made some racially tinged jokes here on this show.
Because it's a joke,
right?
You should be able to. I mean,
I
would be in support of anyone saying, well, there shouldn't be any jokes about race.
Let's say even what she's saying is right, and black people can just tell the most racist joke in the world, and white people can't. Is that really such a huge privilege that, like, I want to be black now?
Yeah,
Not
like,
really.
is she an aspiring comedian or something? I mean,
if she's saying white people black people have get out of jail free card, then I'll start being like, wait, what the fuck's going on?
It's like the prison population.
But it's actually not really the case,
Don't be stupid and you don't get arrested. Freaking idiot. Anyways, what I wanted else to say, what else I wanted to say is just like when I'm at, black people get so much attention, like when I'm at the store and I see a black person, I process through my mind, I think they're black. I don't mean to do it, but I just do it. And I think that person and they're black. And sometimes I see like an actual black person.
They're all actual black people. They consider themselves
what
to
is
be
the
black.
difference?
But why would you even go to the store and be looking intensely at, like, I actually feel bad for the black people that encounter you, where you must just be like, what is it?
What's going on here? Oh wait, no, sorry. There's an actual black person behind you. I gotta look at them for a minute. You're just a regular black person. That's an actual black person.
And I think now they're straight out of Africa. Now they're giving my town Ebola.
What?
I mean, when she sees someone that's really, really dark, like Wesley Snipes caliber,
and she's like, "Oh shit, they're bringing Ebola to
from
town."
Africa. That person must be from Africa because of how dark they are. It's like, do you know how many other parts of the world a black person could come from?
Or how many generations they could be here and still be that black?
Yeah, I mean, this is just so stupid.
This is the dumbest thing.
Yeah, this is so stupid.
Which is why they should just stop letting blacks in America now. Because we're just going to spread more diseases.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, she's a complete racist, is what's going on here.
She wants to be black, but she doesn't want black people coming here because they're going to spread diseases. Yeah. And she always looks at black people when she sees them in the store and what?
Someone's calling troll. Like, people in the chat room are calling troll.
I really hope she is a troll.
I hope so. I
really hope, she has another video like, I was fucking with everybody, you know?
Which is more than likely how AIDS already got here, is just from blacks being in here. And anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to say is that I want to be black. Because, like, when I'm at the store and I see a black person, I process through my mind that they're black. I don't mean to do it, but I do it. And then, I don't know, it might just be like a fight or flight response that I'm probably in danger. It's like...
I'm in danger!
Oh no, black people, run!
But, you know, when I just want
That
the
black man is
attention
buying
of someone
Cheerios!
who
He's a
thinks they're
criminal!
black. So... when
Probably
they
gonna
see
use
me, they
those
think,
Cheerios to
"Hey,
rob
she's
someone."
black.
Probably so.
But I don't want the negative response of being like in danger to them, you know. I just want the attention.
So
what
she
else
wants to be
annoys
black so
me
she
is
gets
that
attention, I guess is what she's saying.
Let's take Oprah for example.
Oh, okay. Like she says, like, I notice black people more, so if I'm black, I'll be noticed more, and I'll get attention.
Okay.
Okay. let's
So, yeah.
Yeah.
see. You guys want to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a conspiracy theory video claiming that nukes, nuclear weapons,
Yeah.
do not actually exist.
Okay.
All right, let's see it.
Chris here from Hoaxbusters Call. This piece of footage here is from the Atomic Filmmakers documentary. I'll put a link to it in the description. Let's just take a look at some of the footage
Okay.
that they used in this film. Let's take a look at this explosion here. I mean, does this look real to you?
Yeah.
Let's freeze it here.
Yeah.
It is not. That is not real. I mean,
Oh,
look
Okay.
at that.
I'm sure we're gonna get some
Okay,
really
so-
good evidence now.
So his evidence is, look at it. Does that look real to you? No. It's like,
Have you ever noticed a lot of conspiracy theorists rely on that? Like, look, these two guys look similar. Like, remember, like the one with Putin and Julius Caesar.
yeah. Look how similar
They look similar. Or like, it's like you know, like look with your own eyes. Could that be real?
Or it's like
I don't think it's
the
real.
the 9/11 conspiracy theorists. They'll be like, look, doesn't that look like it was a bomb? It's like, no. Yeah, it does. It's like,
like
okay. So,
Popular mechanics has pretty much debunked, you know,
and then
loose change. And
or they'll
everything
look at the
else.
moon landing. It's like, doesn't that look like there's a wire there? It's like, not really.
Uh,
Look,
wh-
there is. You can see it.
What was the quality of these cameras? You know, let's be realistic. The way they captured the moon landing and everything was not like the same as today. We have HD cameras now. Like, I mean, look at that on the International Space Station. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, what's that guy, the Canadian guy that he did that video, the Space Oddity thing? I mean, look,
Yeah.
that's what we can do now. That's how far we've come in that time period. At least just capturing.
Oh,
things.
come on. We all know that dude was just in a sound stage.
Oh, he was in a
Santa Monica,
soundstage?
California. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. You know, give me a fucking break. These conspiracy nuts—they're so fucking stupid.
Mhm.
It's not real
Not real.
footage
No.
of an atomic bomb.
Okay.
I think
That
it
is-
probably is.
Hollywood special effects.
Oh,
Okay.
It's, you know, it's pretty good for its day, but I mean, come on, look at this.
Okay.
has this
What
guy
I
ever
really
seen a movie
wanted
made
to
in like the
examine
50s
was
or
this piece
60s
of
or
footage.
70s with the special effects of the time?
Yeah, I don't think he has. If he thinks that they could do that at the
Like
time.
watch Clash of the Titans. You know, it's like it wasn't that far advanced in that time period.
No.
Here. And
What
let's
is-
watch this.
Okay.
The
I
bomb
thought-
goes
they talk
off.
about like the testing on the atolls and
Let's
stuff.
give this a little bit of a closer look, shall we?
So what
Okay.
actually happened to Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
That's
then?
what I was waiting for him to
I'm
address.
sure he'll address that. He'll probably say he probably has some crazy theory.
Yeah, like I want to know what he thinks actually happened there, because I mean, what happened to all those? How did all those people get radiation sickness? How did all those people just die overnight?
U.S. government conspiracy.
I mean, we had other weapons at the time, like napalm and shit, but they were not as effective as that. So how does he explain what happened there? But I guess we'll figure to
Something
that.
just ain't right here.
Okay.
Okay, the bomb goes off.
Uh-huh.
Now check out this area right here.
Okay.
That white flash, that part of the explosion.
Uh-huh.
Now let's keep an eye on that as I run this in slow motion here. Now watch this. Watch how it stays static as the rest of the explosion encloses around it.
Oh
It's
my
not
God!
possible.
Smoking
Watch it again in slow
gun!
motion.
It's not possible. Wait,
Reverse it.
so is this guy an expert in nuclear physics?
I don't think so.
Is this guy an expert in explosives? Is
I
this
don't
guy an
think so.
expert in anything like this? He's basically just showing videos and being like, look, that thing stayed stationary, therefore there's something going on here.
Look at that little blast in the corner. Look at that. It doesn't change. This is some kind of layering special effect. Some
okay.
double exposure effect.
Right.
Yeah, just look at that. I mean, just look at it. I mean, look at the... Also pay attention to the little puffy clouds.
What is he, Bob Ross now?
I don't know. We're going to paint a happy little explosion.
Yeah, fluffy little clouds.
Fluffy little mushroom
Right above
cloud.
this so-called mushroom cloud and how they're not even affected. You know, let's rewatch it again and take note of that, too.
Okay.
Just watch Atomic Filmmakers. They admit that this footage came out of Lookout Mountain, which employed Hollywood producers and people in the industry
Holy shit.
to produce all this footage.
Yeah.
They admit to it.
They admit to
I mean,
it.
they're going to tell you that they went out there and filmed it, but no, they created it. There's no doubt about it.
Okay.
There's
You know,
no
why
doubt
else would
about
you
it.
need Hollywood
There's no
people?
doubt.
You know, so this guy's
None whatsoever.
This guy's uncovered everything, and he's saying be skeptical of the things you hear. But then he's telling you, oh, there's no doubt about it. Don't even question anything.
Be skeptical of everything you hear,
You know?
except for me.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Just give it some thought. Thanks for watching.
All right, I gave it some
I
thought.
get some thought.
You're a
It's
moron.
bullshit. You're an idiot.
He didn't even cover Hiroshima or Nagasaki.
Yeah,
No,
you know,
he didn't.
he provided no compelling
He showed a
evidence.
couple.
He's an idiot.
He showed a couple of videos and said, "Hey, doesn't this look fake?"
An idiot,
Is he
sir.
going to say that nuclear energy is also fake?
Must be.
I don't know, because apparently we haven't even split the atom yet. So, yeah, I don't know how those I don't know how those nuclear power plants are getting us energy, but it must be some other way.
Here's another strange conspiracy video. This is probably one of the strangest ones I've ever seen.
Oh man, that's saying something.
When Ozzy Osbourne first went solo, he had a lead guitar player named Randy Rhoads who died in an airplane crash.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now there's also a liberal talk radio show host, a woman named Randy Rhoads. Okay. And this person, this video that we're about to play, claims that Ozzy Osbourne's Randy Rhoads did not actually die. He had a sex change and is the same person as the radio personality.
Okay, you know what? It's really simple. If they have any of his DNA, just test it. There you go.
I don't even think that'll be necessary.
But I'm saying that's the one you can. It's open and shut, though. You know what I'm saying?
I like how he starts. He's showing like the I don't know what this is, like a memorial plaque for Randy Rhoads
With a laugh track. Like,
Yeah.
ha, ha,
What
ha.
an ass.
Obviously
It's a
fake.
lie.
It's obviously a lie. Don't you know he just got a sex change and became a radio host? So obvious. Okay.
This guy's a pretty disturbing individual.
That's right. Welcome back, music fans. That's right. Randy Rhoads is Randy
Are you
Rhoads.
sure this guy's not a troll?
No, this is the moon guy.
Oh,
The
okay.
moon is a projection.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's just crazy.
Absolutely. Randy Rhoads is Randy Rhoads. Let me go over the story, right? I don't really know these people. I'm not into it. All right? This is called tranny rock, Transvestigation Uncovered. I'm done with all these people wearing the 80s rock shirts and even earlier, 60s, 70s, of a bunch of trannies, man. These are a bunch of tranny men up there pretending, long hair, looking like women, and because they play a guitar and play loud music, they're somehow an idol. They're nothing but tranny.
They're nothing but trannies.
Oh man, this guy's a fucking moron.
So could we just man, why, Ben?
What?
Why, Ben?
Why? What do you mean?
Just why do we have to watch these videos by these crazy fuckers? All right. I'm strapped in. Let's go.
All right. So before I'm done, I'm going to show you that Randy Rhoads became Randy Rhoads.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
I have a problem with Ozzy, your story, mate. You claim to have been drunk in a hotel room in Los Angeles after the breakup of Black Sabbath.
That doesn't
sometime
sound
after
like
78,
Ozzy.
right?
No, not at all.
Always sober, that
Totally
one.
sober.
I don't buy that. Ozzy never touched a drop in his life.
He's both sober and completely coherent.
Yes.
Those are the two words.
And you're up there in the hotel room, and they brought up some guy you never heard of, right? And you're like, oh yeah, I was drunk, he fiddled around. At first, I thought he was a girl. Right? That's what you said. You thought he was a girl.
Well, I mean, who normally came to visit Ozzy at his hotel room?
Yeah, no lie.
You know?
Like,
also, he was drunk. He was
man,
drunk, and he
that's
sees
what
something.
you said.
Yeah.
Also, what did you say? What else
else?
did you say?
What else did you say, Ozzy?
So, anyways, the Ozzy. See, yeah, they always have to have a big story connected. So the Ozzy story goes on to where he says, "Oh, I interview all the different, every guitarist in LA, right? Yeah, write me if you were back there playing in the garage and they ever contacted you." So, anyways,
my
so
God.
you mean
up.
to tell me, Ozzy, you didn't know about this
moron.
act at
like,
the Whiskey A Go Go?
Like they met literally every guitarist in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles, yeah.
Every
Yeah.
last one.
In the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah,
It wasn't just a figure of speech or hyperbole.
No.
No, he literally interviewed every single guitarist. That's what he was claiming.
Oh my God. How does this guy even just function in the real world? I just kind of wonder that. Does he just like live off the government or something, or does he live on like a farm, or like, what is his deal? Because I mean, he's literally so fucking stupid that I just don't understand how this guy can even get dressed or like brush his teeth. It's like, this toothpaste is probably filled with radiation. It's gonna poison my brain and mercury, and I'm gonna be destroyed.
Well, it usually does have fluoride in it, which they also believe is like a toxic poison.
They think it's a mind control.
Yeah, something like
substance,
that.
Too. Like this weakens your will to oppose authority, and whatever.
You didn't know about this act? I'll go ahead and show you this act, and we'll talk more.
So he plays a little clip here that I'm going to skip.
Skip the clip. The music.
I do not care. I don't care. This is not about the ability to play guitar. I don't care. It is irrelevant.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Here's what's relevant.
What's
They
relevant?
claim to you that this guy died. And I'm going to go through that and show you that spell craft.
I don't think it was a claim.
This person did not die.
Oh.
They went away and became a woman and got reintroduced to the world as Randy Rhoads. The act.
Why didn't they change the name if this is some, secret
Just
conspiracy?
to mock us even more.
I guess that must be it.
Just so they can laugh and be like, ha, you suckers.
Never mind, though. There's probably a death certificate that you could find. I mean, that's just all forged.
Oh, they'll issue those for anybody.
Yeah, anything, any reason. Oh, my uncle's dead. Fucking give me a death certificate. Oh, he's really not dead. Time to steal his identity.
The Politico. There's something about this to where they go in. They're either into the politics, the entertainment, or into the music scene, because that's where all control is.
Okay.
I'm getting out of the system, so I'm going to go listen to music. I'm going to go listen to Ozzy, right? Right?
Okay. Gotcha.
Never mind, man. Yeah, it's all the same thing.
He kind of sounds like Tommy
was so
Chong.
impressed. Were you, Ozzy? You didn't even know about the show in '78, right? Yeah, you're full of it. This whole story's full of it.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go to the actual. Okay, first the Randy Rhoads character. So you see that the hoax death was the March 19th, 1982, the 25, the 7 hoax day. It's going to be a 777 hoax day. Notice the polka dots, please. Notice the polka dots, which became a big thing with the so-called Quiet Riot Band.
The so-called
right?
Quiet
The so-called
Riot Band?
Quiet Riot Band.
That's what they're called.
All right. Now let me show you how
There's no
these guys
so-called.
never change their spots. Right? There.
Oh, that's Randy Rhoads. Randy
Oh,
with
okay.
an I.
Yeah. I see that now.
So that's how we know for sure that it's the same person.
No, yeah, I can see that now.
Yep,
Just
there you
look at
go.
them, side by side, and there's both polka dots. So yeah, obviously same
It's
person.
Randy. You can see that's him, right? In a
Oh
polka dot.
yeah, we can see it. We see it.
The
We're sorry we
exact
ever
right
doubted
age.
you. We're sorry.
So
that we
then
ever
I'm going to
doubted
go
you,
ahead and
sir.
show you the next picture, and I'm going to show you a few more after this. You can already see that that is a transvestigation completed. That is Randy Rhodes.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put the arm
That's
through
him.
a guitar to show you. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to put Randy Rhodes' arm through
What?
a guitar
I don't.
and intermix this Randy Rhodes and that Randy Rhodes, who is the same person, their arm together.
Okay.
After I blend their eyes, please take a look at this person's eyes and nose, please. At this angle, the eyes and nose will have it. Once you get that into your head,
Okay.
you can see that that is in fact the same. Look how the whole upper face came together.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please look at the hand. And now I'm going to
There's the
put the
hand.
hand literally through the guitar.
What is he talking about through the guitar?
I don't know.
I don't even understand what he's saying. Ugh.
It's
Okay.
it's such a compelling argument.
I'm convinced of this, Ben. We can just move on because this is obviously true, and there's no even doubting this. Because
Okay.
this is airtight, airshite.
Airshite.
Airshite. That's actually more accurate. It's an airshite case there. Wow. Yeah. It's brilliant. I can see where he's coming from. This is obviously true. Everything this guy is saying is accurate. There's nothing the least bit crazy about it.
And the moon is a projection.
Yeah, and the moon is a projection, and Scotty was born a girl, and it doesn't matter. You know, everyone's a secret transvestite, and the moon is fake, and that's all you need to know.
I think this
So-
guy needs to team up with Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I want to see,
Mass murder pills!
you know, I want a panel, I want like a show where we just get like people like the Vigilant Christian and this guy and that bearded dude from last week, and we just have them on a panel to discuss world events.
I would like that.
You know, let's just. It's about time we got
The crazy hour. with
yeah. Let's
the
get
Vigilant
the
Christian.
crazy perspective on you know the day's news. What's really going on? You know, and they can sit there and argue with each other about what they think is really happening, and it'll be beautiful.
All right. So, have either of you seen Orange Is the New Black?
I saw half of an episode once.
I know of it, but I have not watched
There's a video that just came out. One of the actors from Orange Is the New Black confronted a subway preacher in New York, and it's pretty interesting. There's a couple clips we have on.
All
it.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at it.
100 bottles of beer. You take one down and
She first organized a sing-along.
pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer
Yeah.
on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. You take one down and pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. 97 bottles of beer on the wall.
All right. And then this clip has more of the exchange here.
All right.
America's in trouble. Sir, you're part of the reason America's in trouble. Religious fanatics are the reason America's in trouble, sir. The Tea Party. Ultra creepy Christians and conservatives. You are the reason America's in trouble.
Is that G-Man?
This is not
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Even Sodom and Gomorrah is not Sodom and Gomorrah. What's that, a Dale?
This guy just needs to get off the fucking
Now he calls me
subway.
a dyke, everybody. Now I've been called a dyke by the creepy Christian. That's what's going on. It's because of my homosexuality that I'm doing this bullshit. Not because I only got 7 hours of sleep last night. I have a 12-hour workday. Please stop. I'm not going to let you do it, sir. I'm going to keep talking as long as you talk. Okay. Well, good. Then that's okay. Because eventually you're
They
going to
should
get
have
off this train
banned
and I'm
this
gonna ride
proselytizing
you
shit
all
from the
way.
subway.
They need to ban it from just like, you know, anywhere. Like, I mean, obviously,
Anywhere
if,
you're forced to be with some.
if you're in like a
situation.
public park or something, there's
Yeah,
nothing you
it's
can do. I mean, you got freedom of speech and shit.
Well,
but
people
like,
can walk away from it. That's a difference.
right, but if
like-
you're in an enclosed area like a bus or a subway or an elevator or a fucking waiting room at a hospital or any place where you can't fucking go anywhere else, then these motherfuckers cannot just be allowed to sit there and preach their hellfire and brimstone and all that bullshit. there should be a law against it, and their ass should be fucking removed from the premises and fucking restricted access to coming back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's riding the subway and just like saying, "Okay, do you want to talk about this to someone?" And they're like, "Okay, sure."
They do this specifically because they have a captive audience.
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
Right, man.
Yeah.
And this guy should just be thrown off the damn subway, and they should say, "Hey, if we see you on here again, you lost your damn subway privileges. Get the fuck lost. No one wants to hear you." They should just bring that little girl that was yelling at that.
Shut up!
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut it!
Shut it! No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear you. Shut up!
You're going to hell.
Everyone's going to hell, and you're going to hell, and you're going to hell, and you're going to hell.
Everyone's going to hell except me.
Everyone's going to hell unless you love
I'm
Jesus.
going to heaven.
Unless you're going to read your Bible, we're talking the whole hour. And you'll understand. Read your Bible. Jesus. Not doing anything that Jesus asked you.
So right now she's arguing that you're not doing anything Jesus asked anyone to do. And then she actually comes back with a Bible verse that contradicts him.
I want to tell you, Bible, you know that he's a pretense
you are caught up in
Jesus
whatever
said,
sin
pay no attention
you are caught up in
to
today.
their faith,
Jesus,
because they do it for themselves and not for God. That is a direct quote.
Yeah, so that's like a Sermon on the Mount quote, basically saying that, people that are really flashy about their religion out in public do it for themselves, not for God.
Right. Jesus even said, like, go home and pray in private.
Right.
From Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount. What do you respond to that, sir? That's a direct
He doesn't
quote from
respond,
Jesus in
of
the Sermon
course.
on the Mount. Pay no attention to men who make a show of their religion, because they do it for
And the
themselves.
smile.
Yeah, there's more footage. There's a lot of footage out there, but it's all spread around.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting event nonetheless
Yeah.
that happened. But we'll move on.
So, feminists spend an awful lot of time on video games and things like that, but I actually found something that maybe they should, focus their attention on.
Something that actually might be worth their time.
Right.
Well, let's take a look at that.
It's not the worst injustice, but I would say it's worse than video games.
Try to involve a friend, because she'll most likely have one friend in the group who speaks a little bit better, and she'll be able to kind of translate.
This guy runs pickup artist seminars for men who are going to Japan, basically.
Okay.
A bit for you guys. It'll create a little bit more conspiracy with you too, to make it happen. So I would say that. And then if you go to at least Tokyo, the whole game over there is game. That's it. It's like I've never been more like people are like, if you go to Japanese girls, you got to be very, very nice, very, very empathetic. Why? Because usually if you go up, at least here, if you're like, hey, what do? Like run out. But at least in Tokyo, if you're a white male, you can do what you want. And that's what I realized. I was like, got there the first night. He's like, dude, just grab her. I'm like, just grab her, but she's Japanese. He's like, mate, grab her. So I'm just like, and I pull her in. And she kind of like laughs and giggles. And all you have to say to kind of like take the pressure off is just yell Pikachu or Pokemon or Tamagotchi or something.
Okay.
Really?
That
Yell Pikachu, and it's fine. Grab whoever you want. Pikachu!
That's all it takes?
If you're a white male in Japan and you grab a Japanese girl and she seems uncomfortable, just be like, just scream some random Japanese word. Like, oh yeah, konnichiwa, Tamagotchi, Pokemon. And she'd be like, oh, hee.
Pokemon.
Hee, stick it in my bum now. It's like, I don't think so.
So that was doing my open. I'm like, Pikachu, 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 like that. So romping through the streets, just like grabbing girls. And my open's like head poof, on dick. Head on dick, yelling Pikachu with a Pikachu shirt. And it was ridiculous. I have the infield of this. It's awesome. And then like even going up to groups and like one by one, two at a time, and it's the happiest I've ever been. And what's fucked too is that every foreigner who's white at least does this, and you'll be roaming through the streets, and there's like Japanese people everywhere, and you'll spot that one foreigner, and your eyes will lock. And you know that he knows, and he knows that you know, and it's like this guilty look like you both fucked a hooker or something. You're just like, and then you just wait for him to pass, and then you're like, back at it. It's awesome. It's awesome. So that'd be Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah. So
this guy just goes to Japan to like just grab random women and be like, I'm gonna sleep as many as I can.
He grabs them and puts their head to his crotch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
and his seminar is filled, I guess, with these other creepy.
They actually
guys.
paid for this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, these other creepy
like,
guys. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pikachu, my cock.
Oh yeah. Write this down. Say Pikachu. Stuff her head in your crotch, and she'll just be like, yeah, this is great. I'm glad I paid $150
awesome.
to listen to this shit.
The last thing I would just add on the Tokyo is the accent. Like for them,
Why is he
it sounds a little bad.
Blurred out anyway?
I don't know.
Who blurred this guy out?
It's probably just the laws of whatever country this, they probably can't use someone's face without their permission or something.
Okay.
But this is actually the only way they understand you. Like if I go to a taxi and I'm like, taxi, they're like, what? You have to say, taxi, and then they'll understand you. So you start actually dreaming in this. I'm like, oh, Tokyo Sonu, Sensei, Pikachu, and they're like, that's your game. And then you're like, love a hotelu, and it's like this thing called a love hotel. And you bring them in, it's these themed rooms for sex, where there's like a dungeon and whips and shit. So I was in paradise, because usually I just pull out my own belts, but they had everything else. So it was awesome. It's the shit. It was the shit. So that's Tokyo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 So
yeah, I mean, like, American feminists concerned about video games. Here's a guy for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Anita Sarkeesian, maybe spend a little less time worrying about Metal Gear Solid and a little bit more time worrying about apparently these guys doing this shit.
Yeah, because apparently there's seminars full of them.
Right. So go do what you got to do to those little seminars and just leave normal people who are just trying to play video games alone, basically, is what we're saying here.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, he's an ass. A 90-year-old Florida man has been charged with feeding the homeless.
Finally, we put that scum
Yeah,
away.
you know what? I'm glad Florida's finally getting really tough on crime.
Yep.
I fully believe that I am my brother's keeper. Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Go to jail.
Communism.
Go to fucking jail, buddy. Look
That's
at this,
communism.
Look at
if I
this
ever
criminal. What is this? Probably drugs in here.
Abbott prepares hundreds of meals each week for the homeless in the kitchen of the
whatever.
Sanctuary Church.
We serve two entrees at every feeding.
But Abbott's work now has him in trouble with the law.
Why is he being arrested?
Shame on you! Shame on you! He faces possible jail time and a $500 fine for feeding the homeless.
Are you fucking
after
kidding
he was
me?
charged.
This guy's 90 years old. Like, any day could be his last day, honestly. He's on borrowed time.
What is he being?
These cops have nothing better to do than to come arrest this 90-year-old guy serving fucking food. Are you kidding me? Like, okay, sir, it's time for you to go to jail now. It's like, don't you have any other fucking priorities? What do these cops do all day? They just come and arrest this guy? Give me a fucking break.
Well, Scotty, he was breaking the law.
Fuck that law.
He
That's
was feeding
bullshit.
the homeless. That's apparently
That law is
wrong for some
bullshit.
reason.
Everyone
I don't
knows
know.
it.
Charged Sunday with violating a new ordinance that virtually outlaws groups from sharing food with the hungry in the city.
One of the police officers came over and said, drop that plate right now. And so I was carrying a weapon.
It was a plate that he was putting food
So
on.
what kind of shitty place passes an ordinance like that to begin with?
I think it was in Fort Lauderdale, was it?
Somewhere
or
in
Fort
Florida.
Myers or something.
Like
I mean, I don't know. This entire whatever geographical region that covers should just be collectively ashamed of itself.
Yeah, look at that criminal with that plate. How dare he?
That guy's a monster.
Yeah, I would never want my children and
I
family
would say,
around him,
You know, first Hitler, then Stalin, then this guy.
Yeah?
That's where he is on
Right.
the hierarchy of evil.
You know, there's like Stalin, Hitler, Pol Pot. You know, he's somewhere in the middle of there. You know,
Yeah, he's in that general ballpark though.
for sure.
For sure. Monster.
Also charged was a minister from Coral Springs and Sanctuary Church pastor Dwayne Black.
We believe
very strongly that Jesus taught us that we are to feed his sheep.
Mayor Jack
Jesus
Seiler
never said
warns-
anything like that, buddy. Jesus was a fucking staunch capitalist that hated the homeless. We all know that.
Arrests were coming.
We enforce the laws here in Fort Lauderdale.
It's man's inhumanity to
We
man.
enforce the
Back in
laws. It's a stupid law.
We enforce law.
We enforce the law. Oh yeah, this law is really damaging society. You know, give
1999,
me a
Abbott
fucking
sued
break.
the city for banning him from feeding homeless on the beach. A lawsuit he won.
Well, I'm going to have to go to court again to sue the city of Fort Lauderdale, the beautiful city. These are the poorest of the poor. They have nothing. They don't have a roof over their head. And who could turn them away?
The city of Fort Lauderdale.
Apparently so.
Yeah, the city of Fort Lauderdale.
And its law enforcement infrastructure. So,
who apparently have nothing better to do than to arrest this guy.
Can we just say fuck the police here?
Fuck the police.
Fuck that mayor and fuck the police and fuck whoever passed these fucking stupid draconian laws.
Amen. And Jesus said, if your brother is hungry, slap him in the face and say,
slap him.
get a job, hippie.
And then arrest, and if anyone feeds the homeless, throw them in prison, for that is where they belong. You know,
For they have sinned against
Exodus
God's will.
21, you know, some fucking shit. It's so fucking stupid.
Wow. But that I'm glad that guy is locked up, because now I feel safe.
Yeah, he just looks dangerous, doesn't he?
Yeah, you know, you feel threatened even just looking at a picture of him. You feel like he's going to jump out of the screen and grab you and start forcing you to eat.
TJ, just a minute, TJ. You kind of shit your pants when you saw him.
I'm sitting in it.
Yeah.
I just got
I
a
don't
little.
blame you,
I
man.
got a little taller just now.
So here's some crazy video footage that happened in Australia. This guy who shot this woman decided to flag down a news truck and make a confession on camera.
Well,
and then some crazy shit happened after that.
At least it's a kind of an open and shut case.
Well, some crazy shit happened soon after because the police didn't come in time. They were taking their sweet time, apparently.
This is the moment, the interview, when the armed man gives himself up to 7 News cameraman Peter Steer.
Yeah, my name's Geordie Brook. I'm full of
police.
And done an extremely bad thing.
With blood on his hands, he asks Peter to call police.
I just only hope that she's all right. I think she's dead.
You've got to talk to me now. It's Peter Steer from Channel 7. There's been a shooting at Noosa. I have the shooter with me.
Okay, so he's on the phone with the police. He's saying there's a guy, he's got blood all over his hands. He's with me. He's confessed to the shooting that you guys are, you know, already investigating.
She's got a nice jacket, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
guess.
I like that jacket.
That's kind of a total aside, but whatever.
Well, I was looking at him. I'm
That's
like,
a nice
man,
jacket.
I wish I had a jacket like that. But okay. Yeah, I'll focus on
Just
the
go
story.
buy one then.
Well, I ain't seen one like that.
He's given himself up to me.
Brooke was on a Harley Davidson when he hailed down Peter, who was on his way to the incident.
I surrender my soul to God.
He told Peter he was the person police were looking for after allegedly injuring a woman at a house in Noosa Heads.
No, he looks okay, but he's pretty remorseful at this stage.
Okay, so, I mean, you call the cops and you say, hey, I have the killer or the attempted killer that you're looking for. Don't you think they'd get there, like, as fast as they could?
You would
I'm
think so.
assuming that.
I mean, I don't know.
Based on your tone and what you're saying, I'm assuming that that's not what happens.
No.
I don't know how rural this area is, though.
Wayandra Street at Noosa, well, I can tell you that. I know.
The cameraman kept him calm and kept up conversation for almost half an hour. He called police a second time.
He had to call him twice, okay? So here's an innocent guy, you know, trying his best to keep this guy calm.
Yeah.
The guy's already admitted to trying to kill someone and that he has a gun.
Yeah, it's like, all right,
And
man.
the cop, he had to call them again. It's like, are you fucking
that's
kidding
pathetic,
me?
yeah.
Very important, extremely important. I have the person that you're looking for.
They were too busy.
I feel like a coward.
arresting people for feeding other people.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, this is Australia, so
I know, but just the cop mentality in general. Some old
Some guy had a
feeding the
joint.
homeless. Arrest him. We got a confessed killer waiting to be arrested. We'll get around to it.
We'll get around in a couple weeks.
One of these days we'll go by there, see what's going on.
Cal, I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight the devil.
But as Brooke was sitting on the ground, he changed his mind about surrendering.
So yeah, so they gave him enough time for the guy to kind of go,
like, fuck this remorse shit. I don't surrender after all.
Yeah, so watch what he does next.
Smiling, he pointed the gun at Peter.
Don't be a f***ing idiot. Don't be a f***ing idiot, mate. Mate, don't be a f***ing idiot. Don't be an idiot. Oh, jeez, I made a big mistake here. Mate, don't be silly. Don't be silly.
And stole the 7 News car.
He was more than willing at first to, go quietly. But I suppose something tweaked in his mind. He thought, no, I'll do this in a big way.
Police picked up Peter.
Channel 7 cameraman at your Monday here has been, car has been stopped
those cops are fucking stupid.
He does have a firearm?
He does.
He has a
He says it's a replica, but,
firearm, and he's heading south.
It looks real enough.
Back towards Looser Heads in the Channel 7 camera car.
Brooke drove straight to a nearby service station.
Actually got him without having to deal with this shit.
Watch what he does here. I think he was trying to commit suicide and take as many people with him here.
Oh, was he trying? Did he
suicide
crash into the pumps or something?
Yeah, well, he crashes into the big fuel tank.
Okay, cool. Let's
Then
see that.
this. Another of Peter's cameras mounted inside captured the moment he crashed into a sign, then slammed into a gas tank.
All this could have been avoided if they would have shown up.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I can understand if he did this 5 minutes in. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he's here. Then this guy was over there for over 30 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, trying to keep this dude.
And now
calm.
these cops are suddenly all there. Hey, we're here. It's like, what the fuck were they doing?
Well, now they get to shoot somebody. Earlier,
Oh, he's giving up.
He's giving in peacefully. We'll wait till he goes crazy and tries to take a bunch of people out. That's way more fun. Don't ruin the jacket. Don't ruin the jacket.
In the U.S., he would have been shot already.
Yeah, in the
Oh, yeah,
U.S.,
he'd been dead.
In the U.S., he would be riddled with bullets already, and they would be like tasing him as he was dead.
Frontier justice.
I don't think he's dead enough. Let the dogs at him.
Fire again, just to be certain.
You want to test out that beanbag, Sarge?
Might as well.
Let's bring a tank out here just to run over him, just to make sure he's really dead.
See, he runs and stands in front of the tank so that they won't shoot.
Yeah.
I don't think he had a weapon at the time, but he moved pretty much straight over to the gas bottles, and anything could have happened from there because you could hear gas leaking.
The man was taken into custody, but the drama didn't end there. The leaking tank contains 7,000 litres of gas. Firefighters were called in. Streets were locked down for hours. Guy Elston was at the service station.
And he just walked up to me purposefully, looked me in the eyes and asked me for a cigarette lighter.
He says Brooke tried to get inside.
Then he took about 5 steps back and took a running jump, head first, at the doors. Pretty well knocked him unconscious.
Late today, Brooke was charged with a number of offences, including attempted murder. Peter Steer has been a news cameraman since 1980.
I wanted to get that shot of him with the gun, but I didn't want to get shot.
A man
Well,
who
no
normally
shit.
records the news
Can't blame you.
is now making it.
For a cameraman, I
Why?
guess it was...
I mean, just like, what the fuck? Why? I mean, like...
God, and this guy called twice.
Was there any excuse for the cops to take that long? Were they that far away?
Who knows? I mean, I don't know the circumstances of this area, but I mean, that police response time, especially for the situation, is just kind of ridiculous.
And I mean, apparently they're at the crime scene that's just down the road, so what the fuck is going on?
Who can say?
I guess police just suck everywhere.
Yeah?
Even on the other side of the world, the cops are a bunch of fucking incompetent morons. So that's the lesson to be gleaned here.
Shit, TD, don't ever go to Australia now. Someone's going to whoop your ass.
Yeah, whatever.
So,
Foster's Australian for beer.
I wonder if they actually drink that in Australia. I'm guessing
According
probably
to
not.
Henry Rollins, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would guess probably not.
It is from Australia, but of course,
It's like probably the most generic Australian beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, if you're ever considering a new vacation destination in the near future, why not try sunny North Korea?
Sounds good.
Tourists would directly witness, hear, and experience real looks of Southern Korea and cherish impressive memories.
Traveling to North Korea is not only possible, but easy and safe.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right, then.
Drunken Peasants go to North Korea. Coming soon.
Coming soon to a YouTube near you.
Sir, the mere fact that you have to remind people that it's easy and safe suggests that it's probably anything but.
Absolutely not. First question that people ask is, well, I might consider to go, but it's not possible, is it? So there you go. It is possible.
Who would want to go to North Korea? I mean, TJ, would you honestly want to go to North Korea?
No.
Ben.
They said it was safe.
There you go. It's safe.
Well, if it's safe, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
They guaranteed that it would be safe.
You're safe.
You will
as long
not
as
be
it's safe.
You will not be held as a political prisoner.
Wonderful.
It's really difficult because you need a visa. We take care of the visa. We take care of absolutely everything. And they asked me how safe it is. And last time I checked, the United States and England had nuclear bombs, and here we are.
What a terrible...
Okay.
What?
I wonder if he's ever actually been to North Korea before.
I'm sure he has. But
You
I mean,
think so?
Non sequitur.
Oh, of course. He probably has a deal with the government. That's how you do anything in North Korea. You have to have a deal with the government. So I'm sure he's been there plenty of times.
What sort of people are going to North Korea?
People who are curious, mostly. I would say curiosity is number one reason to go to North Korea. And people who want to do things that are mind-blowing. It is something, it is once-in-a-lifetime experience. We are not used to the way they live. We are not exposed to that kind of thinking.
Yeah, we're used to being able to eat when we're hungry. You know?
We don't have to sympathetically worship the great leader, you know.
Yeah, if we think our president is an asshole, we can come right on YouTube and be like, Obama sucks.
You know, you go to Mexico, you get to see a bullfight. You go to North Korea, you get to see a public execution. You know.
Sounds good.
Or maybe be one.
Yeah.
So just to go and see, you cannot actually go and live there. Just to go and see, it is absolutely amazing.
The repression, the repressive side of North Korea, whether it be the people locked up, the lack of justice as we would understand it, the lack of the rule of law as we would understand it, it begs the question, is it a suitable place for tourism? Is it a suitable place to go and visit these sort of things when so many people are locked up, detained or executed without force of law?
We're not making a political stand on North Korea. What we're saying is, if you want to go and see, we can take you there. That's all we're saying. We're not in any.
So basically, he's like, you know, that's up for you to decide.
Yeah, you know, well, the facts, might paint it in a bad light, but we could get you there.
All we're saying is we get you there. You want to go to North Korea, we could take you.
Nah, no thanks.
We ain't commenting on like how it is or anything else, but if you want to go, we're the motherfuckers can get you there.
I'm not going to support a horrible dictatorship. No, not going to do it.
North Korea is one of the few countries in the world that won't allow outside cell phones as well. Like Myanmar is another one.
Yeah.
Myanmar, however you say it. Yeah, so you couldn't even bring your own cell phone if you went there.
No.
Way advocating for people to, adhere to their regime or to think the way they do. All we're saying, we're travel professionals. We can take you there.
How many people are going?
5,000 people a year, which is the same amount of people that land in London Heathrow in half an hour. That's how exclusive it is to go.
And how many people get turned
exclusive?
down for
That's
the
a good word.
5,000 people go, 2,000 come back.
visa?
We have never had anybody turn down for the visa. There's only 2 restrictions. You cannot be a South Korean passport holder. They do not recognize South Korea as a country. And you cannot be a journalist. So unfortunately, we cannot take you there.
You cannot be a journalist.
Oh, can't be a journalist, huh? That's kind
I
of
wonder
a head
why you
scratch.
can't be a journalist. That's so strange. Why that restriction? God,
Yeah.
Can't figure it out.
Why?
Any ideas?
I don't know. It must be that they're
Journalists must just have
superstitious.
too much fun there or something. Must get wasted or something.
You know, they just know they don't want the Western media lying about the great conditions.
Yeah,
in North Korea.
it's too great for us to understand. You know, we'd all probably try to immigrate there en masse.
If people understood how awesome North Korea was,
It'd be
their
overflowing.
immigration would be, terrible. People would be trying to immigrate there all the time.
I found a story about how public displays of affection in India are not only frowned upon, but can sometimes have criminal consequences.
Good.
Kisses and controversy
Jail.
seem to go hand in hand in India.
Jail for them, too.
That's because public displays of affection, or PDA, is frowned upon in much of the country. In fact, mere reports of a couple kissing at a cafe in southern India back in October led right-wing groups to vandalize the place.
Yeah! Show that
Fuck
fucking
freedom.
building. Someone kissed in there, burn it to the fucking ground!
Good. I feel like they're
Decided
really
to
dealing with
fight
this.
back by puckering up. In less than a week, the hashtag Kiss of Love campaign went viral, receiving nearly 70,000 likes on Facebook. Organizers have had enough of what they call moral policing, saying that a kiss is a symbol of love. But when protesters took to the streets, things got heated. Many pro-Hindu and Muslim organizations also held marches against the Kiss of Love campaign.
Look at their little logo there.
Yeah. We hate kissing! We hate kissing! Oh
These
my
people
God.
are so ridiculous.
Just gun these motherfuckers down already. Problem solved.
Well, TJ, they're making the world a better and safer place, as we see.
Problem solved.
Any dissent against them, they always just say, let's talk things out. They don't just take to the street and, the threats of physical violence.
They
Anyone
need to,
disagrees with
this
them.
reminds me of Marilyn Manson's irresponsible hate anthem. The beginning of the song where he's like, "We hate love. We love hate." That should be the chant and rallying cry of all these Hindus and Muslims that are fucking taking to the street against people kissing each other.
Well, at least it's bringing Hindus and Muslims together.
Yeah, they can agree on something.
Yeah, maybe they should start
Let's
kissing
make sure
each
we're
other.
culturally repressed for a long time. Oh, that's good.
We might not agree on the exact methods of oppression, but we both agree there should be oppression, so...
Yes.
I guess we have that in common.
Yeah, they do.
Campaign.
This protest is totally against our culture. These should not be allowed. These things should be done in one's own house.
2 American
Well, that's your
tourists also
opinion.
got caught up in the mix for locking lips when police mistook them for protesters.
In the United States, you can kiss wherever you want. So it's definitely very different.
And that's why the United States is such a shithole. It's all the kissing.
Photographers came and asked us to kiss. We didn't know it was against the law, so we kissed, and then we got arrested. But they let us go.
Other protesters were not so lucky. Dozens of supporters of the movement were taken into preventative custody. In
Good.
2007, actor Richard Gere's affectionate cheek smooching with Bollywood actress Shilpa Shetty during an AIDS awareness event in New Delhi got him into some hot water, as well as prompting an Indian court to issue a warrant for his arrest.
What?
Yeah.
He's a horrible person. Lock him up.
Man, India's fucking stupid.
For now, protesters in Kochi haven't kissed tradition goodbye, but they say they will continue to challenge the moral policing by showcasing their affection.
Moral
Azadeh
policing is
Ansari,
bullshit.
CNN, Atlanta.
Every time we think about every time I think about the Republicans and all their we need more religious control here in America. I just think about shit like this.
Look what you have to look forward to if you get that. Moral
This
policing.
is what goes on. This is where that fucking road actually leads. Is shit like this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's so innocuous. It's like 2 people are kissing. You saw that the 2 Americans are like, oh, they just asked for the kiss, so we did, and we were arrested. It's like, yeah, this just shows you the kind of culture and society they have in India. You literally have these forces that are just like, don't do anything we don't approve of, and it's not even affecting them because they have to see it. I mean, they have no tolerance for any other behavior or cultures or anything else, and it's like, I just don't understand why these people are like that. I mean, besides religion, I mean, that's the only thing I could point to.
Because they're scum.
So, a former Navy SEAL is claiming that he's the one that actually fired the shot that killed bin Laden.
Okay.
And he's coming out, and apparently he's getting into some trouble because you're not supposed to reveal that information.
Oh no, you're definitely not supposed to.
Right.
And some people are saying that he's lying too. So.
Okay, let's see that.
A former Navy SEAL comes forward, saying he's the man who killed Osama bin Laden.
You the man.
Sources in the special operations community tell CNN national security analyst Peter Bergen Robert O'Neill claims to be the shooter. O'Neill is a decorated former SEAL from Montana who now works as a motivational speaker.
My name is Robert O'Neill. I was a Navy SEAL for almost 17 years.
O'Neill told the Washington Post he fired a shot which struck bin Laden in the forehead. The terrorist leader died instantly, he says, his skull split by the first bullet. But sources in SEAL Team 6, the unit which conducted the bin Laden raid, tell Peter Bergen another SEAL fired the fatal shot from the area of the stairs leading to bin Laden's floor as bin Laden peered out the door of his bedroom.
Most of the people in the SEAL community I've spoken to say that the night that bin Laden was killed, somebody called the Point Man, who was never going to identify himself publicly, was the guy who took the first shot at bin Laden and winged him. And then bin Laden collapsed on the ground in his bedroom, and he was finished off by 2 other SEALs.
Those 2 SEALs, according to Bergen's sources, Robert O'Neill
very
and Matt
calmly around
Bissonnette,
him.
who wrote the book
Let
No
us now
Easy...
shoot him. So, I don't even care. Like, I don't really give a shit which one of them shot him, but...
Yeah, he's obviously dead, you know.
You know, he's dead. And this guy, I mean... He's a self-help speech, whatever.
I mean,
so
obviously, this is good publicity for him.
This is basically just him, like, trying to get publicity for his, you know, new business venture.
And it looks like he wrote a book.
Well, his book and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying that who knows and who cares.
It might be better off for him if he is lying, because the next clip is about how he's in trouble.
Right.
No.
Well, I think it's actually against the rules of the Navy SEALs to...
that would be highly classified, so yes.
Yeah. No, but I mean, even in like normal circumstances, you're not supposed to like boast about what you specifically.
Oh yeah,
did.
no, of course not.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, he's in one of the most elite special forces operations group in the world. Like, if you obviously go around talking about what you do, you're not really good at your job.
Yeah. So let's take a look here.
He says he was right behind the Navy SEAL who took the first shot at Osama bin Laden. Now, his lawyer tells us, former SEAL Matt Bissonnette is the subject of a criminal investigation and was recently questioned for 10 hours. Government officials briefed on the matter say the Pentagon and the Justice Department are looking into whether Bissonnette revealed classified information in paid public appearances he's made since publishing the best-selling book No Easy Day about the bin Laden raid. In an interview with CBS's 60 Minutes, Bissonnette, who wrote the book under the pseudonym Mark Owen, was asked whether he ever disclosed secret information.
Did I disclose anything that would have put the guys in harm's way? That's absolutely not what I intended to do. These are my brothers that I served beside for years, and a lot of them continue to serve.
How would this put them in harm's way? I mean, the mission is over.
Right.
I mean,
well, I guess they're saying that if any clue that could reveal their identities would put them in danger, I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, his identity's out there. You don't see any reprisals being directed at him.
And is there a point where it was so long ago, maybe 2 to 3 decades from now, where it would be okay to talk about that, or would you feel that it would be okay to talk about that when it's been such a long time?
I mean, it probably at that point would be, but I mean, the whole thing is, I'm guessing, is that the U.S. government does not want anyone talking about this, so they're going to do everything in their power to stop it.
The lawyer says they're not aware of any specific allegations that any sensitive information was leaked in his speeches, and no criminal charges have been filed. His attorney says the former SEAL doesn't mind being held accountable, but wonders
Looks
why
like they're just trying
CIA
to intimidate him into stopping saying anything else. I mean, being held for questioning for 10 hours is obviously a pretty clear-cut sign of, like...
I think they're basically just telling him, like, shut the fuck up and don't
Yeah.
ever talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just going to raise more questions for the conspiracy theory nuts about what actually happened to bin Laden and why they didn't take him alive, or if they even did kill him. I can just,
Well, yeah, you can already hear that. You can already hear
Dude, the second I heard that they buried him at sea, I'm like, okay, well, now every conspiracy nut is going to say either that he's still alive somewhere or that...
you better believe they have footage of him being killed. I mean, the president saw it, and the military leaders saw the operation as it progressed. I mean, I'm sure they were recording it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's actually video evidence and photographic evidence.
But I mean, the fact
he's
that that's
dead.
not been released to the public, Of course, that leads all the conspiracy nuts to
Oh
be
yeah,
like, he's out there
shit
somewhere
like that
still.
will probably never be released, or it'll be released so long from now, like 50 years from now or something.
Yeah, we'll be when we're all old. Be like,
oh yeah,
see the tape of Osama bin Laden getting shot. It's like, yeah.
Who? Osama bin who?
I remember that.
Director Leon Panetta isn't getting that kind of scrutiny after Panetta and others encouraged cooperation with the makers of the film Zero Dark 30.
Well, he's politically connected, of course.
Yeah, also they can tell whatever version of the story they like then.
Exactly.
We've asked Leon Panetta for comment. We've not gotten it. The government had already been trying to seize profits from Bissonnette's book because he didn't clear it through government censors, as he's required to legally. Former SEAL John McGuire says he respects Bissonnette's service, but doesn't believe he should have written the book.
We don't advertise the nature of our work. You know, being a Navy SEAL, serving our country is great, but again, people want to know what we do and how we do it. But so does our enemy.
Yeah.
So does our enemies.
Our enemies.
Fucking enemies. The enemies everywhere. Fear the enemies. They're all around us.
You want to take a break and then come back?
I don't know. What time is it?
It's 8:21.
I don't see any point in taking a break. We might as well just keep going.
Okay. I decided to bring out some of our backlog of horrible commercials.
All right, let's take a look at those.
Okay. This one is a product known as the Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Hey guys, my name's Adam Nadish, and I invented the Wisdom. The Wisdom is a 40-inch latex tube, similar to a condom in texture, that allows men to piss whenever and wherever they want to.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know.
Why?
Most people just walk around wearing a condom all day, so this will be nothing.
Yeah, nothing. It'll be totally normal.
So, did you just run it down your pants legs? So you just got like a little piss water balloon?
Oh, they're going to demonstrate.
Okay. Let's
It's
see
not a balloon, though. Hold on. You'll see.
Okay.
Roll it like this.
Okay.
Flip it over, and you roll it like this to adjust to the length of your leg.
Yeah.
The other end, you roll down the length of your penis.
Okay.
Just like this.
Uh-huh.
So you want me to piss on my shoe, and then I can go wherever I want, but then I'm going to smell like piss all day.
Look at here. He's like, you know, he's chatting it up with this girl here, and he's really got to piss. So he's talking to her and he's just pissing.
What is wrong with
What's
just
that guy doing?
finding a bathroom or, you know, going off into the woods? Or, I mean, you're right by the ocean. Like, isn't there somewhere there where you could just kind of, like, hide away from everyone and take a quick piss up against that, like, you know, pier or something? You know, or just, I mean, anything else?
I mean, there's been times where I've had to piss and couldn't find a bathroom, but never was I like, oh, I wish I had a tube running down my leg.
The Wisdom.
Where the piss would just like run out the bottom of my pants. I don't know. What if you thought it was like secure and it like fell off while you were pissing?
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, this
or
is
what
a
if there was like
horrible
a
idea.
what if there was like a kink in it and it just started ballooning up in your leg and you're like, oh shit, and then it pops in your leg. You got this big fucking piss spot there.
Yeah? Wisdom!
The thing works.
Thing works. Well, of course it works. It's just a hose that goes from your dick to the fucking ground. There's not much.
This is not some revolutionary product. This is
right. I mean,
there's so many companies that have tried this. Like, oh, if you're in a crowd, you know, you can use this. Like, just find a fucking bathroom
or something, or just go fucking piss up against a wall. I mean,
I mean,
there's like so many better options than
Pissing
I'm just
on your
gonna
shoe.
run a hose down my pant leg so that I could just piss on my shoes, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they didn't eat asparagus that day or something.
They need one of those for shit.
The name of this next product says it all.
Oh no, I'll do it.
I've seen this before.
You want to do it? Just wait till you see what I've got. It's the Wonder Boner.
What's it called?
The Wonder Boner.
Yeah. The Wonder
You
Boner.
laugh now. Just watch. You just assemble the Wonder Boner stand.
Just
steel
watch
rods
my
like
Wonder
this.
Boner.
Take the fish, find the top of the spine, slide him through the ring on the Wonder Boner, and voila!
Listen to the next comment. It's awesome.
The Wonder Boner.
and then what this guy says.
My wife would like that.
Yes, she would. Yes, she
they're not.
would.
They're not even trying to be subtle. in this
I know.
commercial.
The Wonder
Introducing
Boner.
The Wonder Boner, the amazing new fishing tool that
Introducing
makes
the
deboning
Wonder
fish
Boner.
a breeze. The Wonder Boner's unique design removes the bones from trout, char, and whitefish. Simply connect the
Any other
appropriate
fish,
size.
you're SOL.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, it is I mean, if it works as good as it does in the commercial, that's pretty cool, but they could have come up with probably a better name.
Dude, guys who want this kind of product love those kind of stupid fucking names and shit, though. Like, they really do. Because it's like, it's like, for us, it's like kind of like, haha, that's kind of funny they would name it that. But for those guys, literally a never-ending source of amusement.
Yeah.
Wonder Boner.
Wonder Boner.
You think look here, my Wonder Boner, I got in my mouth.
Want to see my boner? My Wonder Boner?
What the hell you talking about, Jed? Look, it's like a fish boner. See, it's like a debones a fish. Wonder Boner. But it sounds like something else. It's funny. Yeah.
Here's another creative product that solves the embarrassment of having to take a shit or a piss, and you know, when the other people are there and you don't want them to hear it. You know.
Finally.
I'll be right back.
Oh my God, I gotta take a shit.
Are you okay in there?
Fine. Coffee.
I gotta go.
Okay.
I didn't know you had bodily functions. I gotta get out of here.
I thought you were just like a robot.
No
Come on.
guy that thinks he's going to get laid is going to leave just because he heard a girl fart in the bathroom.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. That guy did. He's like,
I'm not going to say who it is, but I do know a guy that said that if his girlfriend ever farted in front of him, he would leave her.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
You got to be lying. Someone really said that.
Yes. Who is this person?
Want more privacy in the bathroom?
Yes.
Introducing Toilet Tunes, your bathroom privacy solution.
But you just use your cell
peel
phone?
and stick the wireless sensor under the lid.
Okay.
Then place the digital sound machine anywhere in the bathroom. Whenever you use your toilet, music goes on.
Spanish peeing music.
Finally, the stupidest product ever.
When you finish, it goes off automatically.
Man, I
You
don't
can
care if someone hears me taking a shit. What do they fucking do? Put their ear against the door? What you doing in there, man?
Yeah.
You know another
It's
thing?
like, why don't you mind your own fucking business,
if you're
dude?
really so shy, just turn on the fucking faucet.
Exactly.
Or a lot of bathrooms have fans that are really loud.
Yeah, there's plenty of shit you can do.
Or you could just take out your cell phone and put some music on there.
Or you could, like, sing to
Yeah,
yourself.
or you could just sit there and go, do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Like singing in the rain, you know, something.
La da 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 da.
choose from
You need
music
this
or
pointless
nature
product.
sounds, like jazz, Latin, waves, and stream. And because it's wireless, Toilet
Stream? I
Tunes
thought
can
that's
be
what we were trying to
placed
cover up.
anywhere in a bathroom.
It gives me privacy.
It's like such
it gives my
generic
friends
music,
privacy.
too.
I love it.
Change to manual mode, and you can use the relaxing sounds to help you sleep. Use it to relax.
Remember that thing I had on the toilet? Well, now it's by our bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no thanks.
It helps me sleep with its soothing music. Because, of course, music is so hard to come by that I have to use the same thing for my toilet and my fucking nightstand.
At least you could say, like, to some people, maybe this product may be useful. This next one, I see literally no real fucking use for it whatsoever.
There's a new girl in town that can't keep a secret.
Don't forget our anniversary again.
And everything you say, she's gonna repeat it.
Don't forget our anniversary again.
How's it gonna know what to say when?
Oops. So have some fun with Chatty Patty. She's the parrot that talks back.
The parrot that talks back.
That would be so fucking annoying.
I know.
Who the fuck would actually want this in there? This creepy little thing in your house? Like, you'd be like, you know, like, and then I murdered him. And it's like, then I murdered him. Like, oh, shit.
Chatty Patty uses a new sound-sensing microchip that instantly records your voice when you start talking.
Don't make me eat the broccoli.
Then repeats what you say.
Don't make me eat the broccoli.
Okay, did she not hear him say that right before the parrot?
She's
said
shocked.
it?
Oh, what?
And she's like shocked, like, oh my god, I can't believe the parrot would say that.
She was like 20 feet away from him.
Uh-huh.
Don't make me eat the broccoli.
She's so much fun, you'll laugh all day. Give her a
You'll laugh
compliment,
all
she'll
day.
give it back.
You were pretty.
These
Oh, you
people
were
are
so
creepy.
nice.
I love you, Patty. Oh, you're so wonderful. I love you. It's like, don't these people have lives? They're talking to this little fucking fake parrot. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Everything.
We got a few more here. This is a boob pillow, basically.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Millions of women like yourself suffer from a
Yeah,
poor
today.
night's rest. Sleeping on your side without proper breast support can be a major culprit.
I can help you with that,
Introducing
ladies.
Cush, the comfortable nighttime companion. Anatomically contoured to gently support and cushion the weight of a woman's breasts, Cush
Finally.
maintains a more natural shape while resting on your side. No straps, no underwires, no constraints, no adhesives.
Okay, like, forgive me if I'm wrong about the way that breasts work, but that doesn't seem like that would do anything.
I don't even know what to say. It's like, it's literally one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
No garments needed. The slip-resistant surface helps keep Cush in place
This looks like fat material. I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah.
even as you roll.
How many
from
times have guys paused this commercial and been like, I'm just going to pretend that's my dick
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there?
It looks like it comes in different sizes, too.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
side to side. Cush offers comfort and proper spine alignment for side sleepers, pregnant women, nursing mothers, and post-operative recovery. Call 1-888.
Yeah.
$55?
What?
55
If it was like $5,
fucking
that's
dollars?
one thing. 55 plus shipping and handling, so it's like $70.
The handling's free, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Supports like a dream.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wow.
The best commercial ever.
Here's a new product that will. Well, it's not a new product. Here's a product that women can rest assured that they're safe when wandering the streets alone.
All right.
It's called a Glock.
Listen carefully. That's the sound of your car keys panic button. It's so common, you ignore it. If that panic button was caused by a real attack, you'd be
I'm here for your wallet.
dangerous. There's got to be a better way.
Okay, so, you know, they're saying, hey.
It's like the worst robbery ever. She doesn't even look scared. It's like he darts from the car. He has a hoodie. He's like, I'm taking your shit, and then he just leaves. Like, you know, that's the middle of a parking lot. He has nowhere to run to. It's like, okay, he doesn't have a car there. He doesn't have anything. He just robs her and leaves.
She doesn't even try to stop him or anything.
It's like, oh, here, take my shit.
She's like, oh my God, a robber.
Now there's Style Screamer, and I promise you no one will ever ignore this sound. Just attach the Style Screamer to your keys or purse, and when you feel threatened, simply pull the tassel.
It's stylish and it screams.
Why don't you just scream yourself?
Okay.
Style Screamer, stylish
Okay,
design.
so hold on. If I'm walking around and I hear that, I'm just gonna I would think it was like someone with some kind of
Yeah, I know, like Halloween thing.
sound effect or some shit like that. And also, why don't you just actually scream yourself? What's wrong with that? I mean, unless this would make this product to me only makes sense if you're mute or something.
If you're mute, then you can use this product.
Camouflages a unique, ear-piercing woman scream of 100.
Oh, it totally immobilized this guy too.
He's like, oh,
But not her, who it's closer
Why is she
to.
walking in the middle of an almost seemingly abandoned building? And some guy just chasing her.
But it's on her person, but she's fine. But the guy behind her who hears it is like, ah! Too loud for me. I am incapacitated by the loudness
to get
of
the
this.
attention you need in seconds.
Yeah,
Perfect for isolated parking lots or garages. Style Screamer
As
frightens
we
away
all know,
an attacker,
muggers.
giving
It frightens away the attacker. It frightens away the attacker.
Like, oh my god, a loud noise! Oh!
Because guys who try to mug or rape or whatever to women are totally fucking dissuaded when they start screaming.
And they're totally obvious. They always put hoodies on and like follow you like, oh yes, any moment now.
you time to escape. And when you feel safe, simply reattach the tassel to quiet the noise. Mace or pepper spray can be complicated to use and bulky to carry, but the easy-to-use Style Screamer is right at...
They're actually effective as a deterrent. That is the plus, you know.
It's like mace is impossible. How
the fuck does mace work? Well, I'll tell you how it works. You spray it in their face, and they're actually affected by it and can no longer pursue you, or at least they're, you know, there's some detriment to them. A fucking little keychain that makes a screechy sound is not going to stop anybody from doing anything.
Yeah.
So what the hell is this annoying shit?
I actually think the Cush boobs pillow would be a better weapon against people
Probably
attacking.
so.
at your fingertips. With one blast, you'll spook the perpetrator instantly.
When I leave class at night, the parking lot can be scary. Style Screamer helps me feel a lot safer. I don't know if I could scream that loud, but...
I don't even know if I could scream. What's screaming? I don't know. Does anyone know here? Buy this product. You need it.
It'll keep you safe.
everyone could hear the Style Screamer.
She just fucking walks in the stores to troll people. It's just like, I'll pull this thing.
Wow.
They might as well be carrying that parrot around like, don't attack me! Don't attack me!
Yeah. And Shatty Patty will even deter rapists. Don't rape me! Don't rape me! Oh shit. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go now.
Have you ever seen those borders, those license plate covers that people put over their license plate?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like Cleveland Browns or whatever.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, here's one that you can change.
You post, you text, you tweet, but why do you advertise for some car dealer every day on the street?
I don't know.
And this is Plate Talk.
Okay. So basically it's just a little whiteboard on your plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Write a message, any message. Got something to say? This is Plate Talk. Plate Talk easily fits every car, every plate, in every state. If you write it, they'll read it. So have a little fun and make a statement, even advertise your business. Each message lasts...
What would you write on yours, TJ?
Fuck you.
Ah.
I don't know, something like that.
It's a little predictable.
But still.
Oh, I'd write on mine, tacos rule.
Yeah, tacos rule. That's a good one. Tacos/burritos rule.
At least...
Hey, Bells, I get carried away now.
At least when I see this, I can say to myself that this has a purpose, that someone might actually conceivably find some utility in this product. I mean, it's kind of silly, but I mean, after the fucking some of the commercials we just watched, it seems downright fucking practical.
as long as you want it to and easily erases with a swipe. What would you say? Put your business name. Write an inspirational...
Yeah, put your phone number on it.
Yeah,
That'll be
here's
great.
my number. Not going to get any prank calls or
No.
anything.
Message. Get political. Celebrate your sports team. Even get personal.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? I'm single.
And looking.
The one that said you can get political, it was like, we support the troops.
That's not really political, yeah.
So if you're single and looking for a date, put it on your plate. You can write it
What?
and leave
Oh,
it.
yeah, give me a
or
break.
you can change it.
In some
Just
alternate
erase it.
reality,
Your
maybe.
message is even water and weatherproof. Birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, marital status. Even get religious. If you can dream it, then you can write it. It's Plate Talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess. Why not? We combined the concept of the whiteboard and the fucking license plate holder into one thing. So, I think the pinnacle of technology has
Yeah,
finally
has been
reached.
achieved.
We can only go backwards from here.
Yeah.
Right. You know, the asteroid can just go ahead and hit the planet because this
is
species has reached its full potential. I think that we've mastered
We hit the ceiling
everything.
now.
You know, there's nothing from here.
Where did I park my car?
I don't know, bitch.
I am old and senile.
If you have trouble,
I like her act. Where did I
Where
park my
did I
car?
park my car?
my car?
Oh,
My car.
Oh no! Where is it?
Where is my car?
I can't find it anywhere.
where did I park my car? Oh no.
Oh no!
That's literally some of the worst acting, even for an infomercial.
Where did I park my
Where
car?
is it?
Where could it be?
Where did I park my car?
Oh no!
How many people auditioned for this role?
One. Her.
If you have trouble remembering what you don't write down, now there's an easy way to remember everything. It's called My Lil Reminder.
What if you forget to bring that with you?
Exactly.
Which you inevitably will.
You just found the greatest flaw in their product.
The digital voice recorder that records without tape. Blue section, row 18. Then reminds you later. Blue section, row 18.
She was right by the damn car anyway. She didn't even fucking need my little reminder.
Thank you, me from the past, reminding me in the present.
Not to mention, do you have a fucking cell phone? You can do the same fucking thing on it.
Just press the button to record.
Milk, juice, butter, and eggs.
Then play back your reminder when it's time. Micro technology makes it smaller than a business card. Perfect for your
Micro
purse,
magical
pocket,
technology.
or briefcase. Or
This is
slip
one of those things that you could tell is just completely worthless and would never work.
This is something like your fucking grandma would buy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then never use.
Oh, this is useful.
It's like something that she would buy and then it would be too complicated for her to use. She'd be like, I can't figure that thing out. It's just a hassle.
I just figured out the microwave last week, you know, kind of thing.
Trying to set the clock on the VCR.
on your key ring, and you'll remember everything.
That's left on Main Street, then go 2 miles and right on out.
So easy.
Be sure to fucking GPS.
Why would he need GPS when he's got my little reminder?
I guess so, huh?
Can use it.
Don't forget I'll be at Grandma's till 5. The number is 555-282.
Why not just write it down? Seriously.
These people think against writing shit down. It's just like we only communicate with through oral.
There's so many more practical ways to handle these problems than this stupid fucking.
We're an
product.
oral society only. TJ, we're gonna be like druids
an oral
now.
society. Yeah.
We're gonna be a fucking like the druids, TJ. We're just gonna pass everything down by
Oral
telling
tradition.
stories. Yeah, oral tradition stories.
47.
Perfect for shopping lists, directions, phone numbers, the office, even at school.
Read chapters 6 and 7 for Friday.
And look.
Just write it down in your fucking notebook, you stupid bitch.
I mean,
Does
wasn't
no
there a
one here
notebook
wanna
right there
write
on her
any
desk?
fucking thing
Right.
down?
Just write it down. You don't have to. I mean, I assume that if you do this thing, you have to sit there and scroll through all your different recordings and shit. So it's like, oh well, what was the last thing I said? Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Oh yeah, it was that.
Whereas if you have it written down, you can just fucking, oh, look at that. Oh, there it is. Got it. So I mean, this thing is literally a step backwards from just writing shit down.
Little reminder even has a built-in LED flashlight to give you a little
Oh, well,
extra
now
light
I'm
whenever you
sold.
need it. Use it as a message center for the entire family.
Honey, don't forget to pick up Jessica at 7.
Other digital voice recorders.
That's pretty sad if he fucking needs a reminder for that. Gotta pick up your kid. Oh yeah, sure.
Oh fuck yeah, I forgot.
Damn, I forgot about that. It's 9 o'clock now.
Oh shit.
Can cost up to $100, but through this special TV offer, you can get My Lil Reminder with built-in flashlight direct from the manufacturer for only $9.99.
$9.99.
Wish I had a My Little Reminder right now to remind me of the price and phone number, but I don't. So.
Shit. Guess you're not going to get it then.
So everyone should call this number right now and troll the fuck out of them, right?
It's probably maybe not even in service.
It might not even
anymore.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
But hey, if you guys want to have a little fun, there's an 800 number for you to call.
Why not?
Why the fuck not? See if they'll sell you a little reminder.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all the videos we have right now.
So we're done. Drunken Peasants are out. But before we go, we'd like to remind you to support us on Patreon. Patreon.com/DP. You can remember that because it also stands for double penetration. Oh, yeah. And when you guys think double penetration, do you think a dick in the ass and a dick in the pussy or two dicks in one of those holes? I guess it goes for either. But anyway, you can also support us if you don't want to become a monthly contributor on Patreon and you haven't yet gotten your free ebook from Audible yet. You could go to audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants. You get a free audiobook and support our show in the process, so it's a win for you, it's a win for us, it's a win for fucking humanity. And
Please give TJ cocaine.
We also fucking sell a t-shirt at teespring.com/Drunken Peasants.
Yes, and if you have any questions that you'd like to send into the show, we will do questions on the next episode. Just like us on Facebook and record a video question to YouTube and send us the link through a private message. And if it's a good question, we'll feature it on the next show.
Right.
Also, if there are any other stories or any weird shit you see on YouTube that you'd like us to cover, that's the place to send it to.
And also, Paul's Ego is supposed to be on the show next week. And we're going to be, even though our normal time is 7 o'clock now, we'll be doing an 8:30 show on Monday.
Yes, on Monday we will have Paul's Ego an hour and a half later than when we started today.
Right. Yep.
All right, so we're going to wrap up the show now. Thanks to everyone for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is big. Sharing is big. And everyone have a great night.
Peace, y'all.
Smoke lots of weed.